it a little louder. I think. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Whoa. We got us a chameleon hat. A chameleon hat. We have, it's a chameleon hat. It's a chameleon hat and a mustache combo. You don't even pick my nose. Sir, Big Polly, what do you think you're doing? Do you see something that catches your fancy? Perhaps one of these young, fine juvenile. Hello, Charlene. Hello. Big Polly. He is big. His name's Polly. It's like a futuristic headpiece. Kentucky Derby ladies ain't got nothing on this hat. I'm just like, oh, hey, I guess I could turn this or fully charged phone. Oh, he's definitely looking at the ladies. Oh man, how's you? Hey, Davon. How's your day, Sharon? Are you feeling any better? My kids, like, basically were wearing me out today. And I've concluded. So this is the thing I was talking about, y'all. It's pretty duper flexible, and, like, that's pretty soft, so I guess you, like... Oh, I feel like a doctor, kind of. And then you, like... So you're gonna... snap this handy-dandy thing, like that, man. Yeah, you gotta be careful with the, and then this is a magnet, so I'm gonna use this phone as a demonstration. Yes. So obviously you're not wanting to see up my nostril, but you get the point of view like this. I mean, I look super weird walking around like this. Hey, Arcs guy, how are you doing? Laura, good evening. Huh. Yeah, you gotta be, I'm always nervous about them putting their, Omar soup. Wait, what? Hi. What you think, Charlene? It's pretty cool, yeah? See? Now, this is a MagSafe thing. This is not, this phone doesn't have a MagSafe case. This is my old one. But we're just, you know, look at that, man. Big Polly is not for sale, nor am I, nor is, there's stuff for sale here. But, like, it's not what we're visible. So anyway, so like this is what could end up happening if oh god. So first of all, we don't want to see up my nose. Let's see what it's like. Hold on, let me flip it. Oh, hi. My point of view. Oh, we gotta wipe my eye because it's always itching. Wow, we look around. Oh, you are seeing how I see things. So if I stand up and like, oh wow, oh my god, I'm gonna talk extra handsies. Wow, it's basically, how shaky is it? Good thing we got some good stabilizers up here, man. Anyways. I think I've officially hit a certain level of streamer. Because I will die. I don't give a crap. I'll wear this in public, man. Oh, wow. It could be very interesting. Well, here's the thing. Like, when I'm cleaning and feeding and stuff, like, you could see the point of view that I'm seeing. And y'all be like, Brittany, you missed a turd. And I'm like, hey, thanks, guys. You go, this might be interesting. I think... Hey. I think it's pretty handy, guys. Why are we talking about lizard tacos? It's offensive to these guys. They have no ears, but they pick up your vibes. They're picking up your vibes right now. They're like, why do you want to eat me? He goes, what did I do to you? Look at this. This is a big one, too. Like, there's not much meat. Y'all tripping. Anywho, my name's Brittany. This is Big Polly. He's a Panther Chameleon. I'm about to feed him a super worm for y'all to see him eat a cool treat. Oh, that'd be so cool, Pun Kitty. There's a lizard on my head. So, but if you don't subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. I mean, we go live every night, and I always am talking about Panther Chameleons, but also my birthday is tomorrow. And I would love to get to 10,000 subscribers if at all possible. And we're kind of close, but the big 3-4 is on the 17th. Let's get a super worm. I'll quit talking for now. Not for too long. I am from the St. Louis, Missouri area, home of T-Ravs, the Cardinals, Blues, like the hockey team, the Blues, and the Gateway Arch, which is the gateway to the Midwest, or the West. Shoot, I'm such a bad St. Louisian. Is it the gateway to the West or the gateway to the Midwest? You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm speaking. But anyways, I breed Panther Chameleons, and this is Big Polly. The Blues. Let's go Blues. I'm not in a hockey game, but anyways, everyone's like off. Pam, thank you for the flow state. Thank you. All right, Big Polly, get it. You won't get it. Good job, Big Polly. Wow, thank you for the sparkles, BT. Their eyes. Remind you of the moon? Because of how round they are. But thank you for the star, BT. Nah. St. Louis, we got some real cool stuff here, guys. I promise. If you've never been, you should definitely take a drive down Kings Highway. It's really scenic. It's beautiful. Very scenic. It was Sherman, the super wimp snackies tonight, folks. Big Polly goes, hey, you want a hug? You want a hug from a Panther Chameleon? He's in his resting colors right now. Well, duh. Branson's a lot prettier, but I don't live in I don't live in the Ozark Mountains anymore. I used to live in Branson. St. Louis is not in the Ozark Mountain region, but you know, yeah, of course Branson's prettier. There's rolling green hills and just it's beautiful down there. Any time of the year, it's pretty. You know, there's no it gets really humid and foggy. Man, I don't have. Your friend's backyard. Cade lives in Branson, yes. Thank you. This is a Panther Chameleon. His name is Big Polly. He'll be 3 years old here in a few months. He's my biggest male. I think he's bigger than John Gotti. I do have a pet beard. I do have a pet bearded dragon. RX guy, you know what? Me too. I really always liked chameleons. Big Polly gets really pretty. These are his resting colors. So they change their coloration based on mood and temperature, not based on what they're touching or their surroundings. I would love, they sleep for 12 hours lights on, 12 hours lights off. And, you know, you could I do have a later schedule because I like to take care of certain things while my kids are asleep. You know, obviously feeding and stuff I do when they're awake, or I can't. Oh, speaking of a child, one's definitely awake. Hold on. Really now. What's going on? Hi, Joey. Oh, God, Joey, come here. Whoa. What happened? Hold on, Bubby. Hold on. I'm sorry. Hey, baby, what's wrong? What happened? I'm here. I'm here, baby. Oh, Bubbies. No. Hey, I have Big Polly. I have a chameleon outside. I need to put him up, okay? He kind of does have reddish armpits, look. Do you want to... Hey, baby, let me walk you back to bed, okay?
I do not know.
What about your birthday? What?
I do not want to water.
Oh, come here, baby boy. Okay. Sorry, hold on. Uh, uh, okay, hold on. I gotta put him back in his enclosure real quick, and y'all are gonna babysit him for me. And I'm gonna help. Oh, wait, Joey. I'm gonna put you here real quick, okay? Uh, Stay right there. I'll be right back, okay? I gotta put him up. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Joey, has anyone ever told you you are a very strong kid? You sound like it sounded like a whole grown man was like banging down that door. Oh my gosh. Here, let me get this real quick. I will be chatting on one of my other accounts on my other phone in just a moment. So, I really appreciate if y'all just stick around. Uh, Hold on. And babysit Big Polly, or actually, we might babysit John Gotti because John Gotti's out in the open. And I'll be back. I will be back. Okay, or Helix. Maybe we'll do Helix. Yeah, we'll watch Helix or John Gotti. Yeah, watch John Gotti. I think John Gotti's kind of. All right. Hold on. Hold on, baby boy. Whoops, skis. Oh, wow. Where are you going? We got to keep it interesting for the people, Johnny. John Gotti, you got to keep it interesting. You're going to be moving everywhere. Both of you are going to be moving. Okay. We'll just do Helix and maybe Helix will. Or who can I do that? It's not going to climb out. Meeseeks probably won't climb out. I don't think Meeseeks will climb out. I just don't want them to climb out, but I want you guys to be able to see them. Well then, okay. Mr. Meese is like, what? Alright, I'll be right back. I made you the kitty cat somewhere. I can count on me seats of not getting out of here with the door open. Y'all did so good. I totally ate a couple of those garlic Parmesan chips. Y'all did so good watching me seeks for me. Dude. Man. My God. Joey, man. Joey was like, really? You know what? This could be the time. Yeah, we're going to do this. I'm going to go get another chameleon, man. I'm echoing. Am I really echoing? This looks so freaking... I don't think I'm echoing. Okay, cool nachos. Yay. All right. Okay, we're going to try it. We're going to see just how streamer I am now. This is what we do. Dude, can you imagine how ridiculous I'll look if I like, maybe I could start going for a walk or jogs with this too. If I could figure this freaking part out. Hold up. No. Is it this way? I guess. Is it this way? Fruit fly. Huh, okay. You can see in my nose. Ah! Point of view. Wow, okay. Whoa, guys, you're me. Wow. Let's check the eggs. Oh, wow, there's chameleon eggs there. I'm gonna be so cheesy with this. Do you think any more eggs have hatched? Oh, we have a couple of failing ones, but that's fine. There's a baby chameleon, and a baby chameleon has hatched. Hello, baby chameleon. It's a little baby chameleon. He's alive. He says, fuck you. But he's alive. He isn't happy that I'm the first thing he's seeing. He'd rather see probably fruit flies. They're so itty bitty, guys. It's like, look at that. He goes, get that blasted thing away from me. Okay, guys. So, anyways, you're me. Point of view. Me. Now, I'm like kind of screwing up here because I'm forgetting how to be me. But anyways, like I know how to be me. But I guess because, hey, little guy. Dude, it's pretty stable, I must say. Okay, you're all right. There we go. Thankfully, it's a small hello. He goes, hallelujah, I've been born. La da da da. Point of view, Brittany. Here you go. There's a boop. There's the baby. Here's a phone holder, guy. More babies, more work. More babies, more problems. I got 99 problems, and babies are one. Ain't he cute? And there's a brother, sibling, whatever. These are actually Big Polly babies. Big Polly and Pooh. He's like, get the thing away from me, guys. He does not like seeing a sibling. Okay, so let's go ahead. How do you like being me? I totally dropped that. Nah. Wow, and the light stayed on. Maybe I knocked that light back into place. Okay, let's give fruit flies. I have a whole bunch of fruit flies. Fruit flies. Is there fruit flies? Oh, look at these fruit flies. Babies eat fruit flies. Just sprinkle some of the powder in there and bada bing, bada boom. I like to get my babies off of the fruit flies and like basically I feed them maybe about 2 weeks. These guys are pretty decent size. Oh shiznits, dude. And we got fruit flies in there, so we'll close her up. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm happy you like it, RX guy. Okay, we're gonna get a different chameleon. Who should we get? Which chameleon should we get? Well, I'm happy Cesar Sorella doing that. These are ladies. This is Roja. She's the mom of a lot of them. Yeah, they're not born with any color. They're born looking like little ETs with 4 legs and a long tail. And females are not colorful like the males either. They're I mean, they got color to them. Like you can see, look at her. She's got like a kind of a peach tone to her. Blue one. Huh. I need it. Okay, we're gonna go over here. All right, and I definitely walk like this, okay? Hey, how are you? Okay. I feel like I'm really late. Dude, this guy, but he's shedding. You mean Boudreaux here? This guy? Boudreaux? You want to see Boudreaux? This guy, Boudreaux. Boudreaux's like, man, I'm gonna have to come in for the little, see how I'm like, kind of like making him run away onto my other hand. It's like, ah, gotcha. Tricked you, buddy. He's just kind of like, why? But he'll be rewarded with, ooh, I'm seeing some take off of his shed skin. Oh my gosh. Yes, hold on. Guess I should put the lid. So it looks like I have of these eggs, let's see. 2 have hatched. Another one's Pippin, so that guy will come out. Yeah, that one's Pippin. So we have 2 hatched. So it looks like we have about maybe 3 to 4 left. Because that was a small clutch and a couple eggs have failed. So I'm going to do this, put this clutch back. Keep an eye on it. We'll probably have another baby tomorrow. These guys seem to be taking about, I'll just put them there for now. Okay, we're going to flip it. Hey, hi guys, I'm back. And this time I have our beloved Boudreaux. I might want to take this thing off because I feel like people are going to be really like, what the heck does this lady have on today? Oh, wow. So Boudreaux's going to shed soon. He's a nosy bee Panther Chameleon. Nosy bee's his locale. There's over. And snap, dude. There we go. I kind of like this thing. There's over 34 locales of Panther Chameleons. They all have their own unique colorations and markings. This is a nosy bee. Locale represents the region of Madagascar they're from. He be from Nosy Bee, which is like an island off of Madagascar. What's up? I think I might like it. Britt. Yes, you can, RX guy, and that you sure can. You sure can. Wedgie. Wedgie is always a fun word. Yes. We're going to get Charlene up to 50 so she can start doing some streams. Huh? Hey, Crafty, I think you're a little delayed. Depending on whenever you hear this, you might want to scroll back down because the echo was talked about maybe 5-ish minutes ago. The group chat, hold on, let me check on my handy dandy extra phone. No, I'm not up to skeet shit because I got 2 phones. Alrighty then. What happened? This. Hold up. What are you all doing? What is this? What are you making? What the hell? Are you making a pickle chameleon bug? What is that? What are you telling? What is your prompt to get this shit? What is your prompt? Holy fuck. Why are you guys being so, like, mean to pickles? And why did you guys go freaking, like, Jurassic Park, kind of? Or, like, Dr. Mad over here and make a pickle. Why is she in a walker with a broken arm? What are you doing to the pickle? Why is she smoking a cigarette? What the hell are you freaking doing, man? What is your prompt to get this shit? Make me a chameleon pickle hybrid with old people curly hair, a Tina, freaking bikini, smoking a cigarette, and Uggs. Uggs. You put that in Uggs. Who thought of Uggs? Did you say make sure it's wearing Uggs? It had to be that girl. Yeah, you're making that thing that girl. God dang it, dude. Let me guess. We're wearing clearly, yeah, I was about to say this is the type of chick that wears Uggs when it's July, and yeah, it's on a tropical island, it looks like, so with palm trees and sand. So well then, that is definitely a wild caught version. My eyes. You know, let me just spray some vinegar in them real quick. I'm joking, I don't want to do that. 3 Uggs in the cigarettes. my name's Marge. I'm 1.5 years old. You know, because the female chameleon. Only on this stream, you guys. I feel like I did something. Oh! I was wanting to show the stream something. This is real life. I'm going to show... It's on my Snapchat. So I can show you all. So, when I was coming back from Branson to visit Cade, when I got off the Interstate 44, you know, we're on 44 for like 3 hours of this trip. It's like 4 hours to get to Branson. So when I got on my exit to like my main... like the road I get to take to, you know, home eventually after an hour and a half or so, there's always people that are begging for money on that particular exit. And like you'll see a lot of people begging for money, whatever, just it is what it is. Like that's a typical thing, because the road that you are turning on from 44 is a really busy, like rural outskirt like road of the St. Louis like area, but like the rural part. Anyways, I've seen this beggar before. I've seen this man, but he decided he had to switch things up. He's like, I want to try and get more tips. Or I'm not tips. I want to try and get more donations or more cash. Y'all, I recognize this fool. He was really trying. He goes, maybe if I'm a pregnant woman, I'll make more money begging. So, this dude, guys, I know it's not chameleons, man. Hold on. So he got a brand new purple cheap wig, and it says, ran out of gas, please help, God bless. His truck conveniently ran out of gas on that exit where everybody always begs. You kind of see him do it once, but he pretended to like coddle his pregnant belly and like run his hands over it towards the end. I didn't capture it in the full, like, watch this. But there he goes. And look at this. This is how I recognize his butt, because of his damn Nikes. Hold on. You see those shoes? No, wrong. That's my bougie dog. Hold on. Boudreaux's like, man. But do you see those Nikes he wore? Like, he forgot to, you know, he got that moo dress. Oh my God. And, but see, that's how I recognized that it was that dude, because of his bright red Nikes and pants. Look at that. Anyways, he was feeling pretty. He goes, I feel bonita today. So I don't know if that helped him get tips. Look at the necklace. I didn't even notice the necklace until now. Look at that. Ran out of gas. Please help. God bless. Oh my gosh. You know, people get their bag, whatever. But it's just kind of, I recognize that one. I love his hair too. He went to like Dollar General or like party or whatever, like a party, and he's like, this will do it. Like, I mean, he's being very convincing that they're a lady. I just, man, dude. Anyways, sorry about that. Man, it's got over 1,000 views. I just realized that. Cool stuff, right? That was 47 and 44. Highway 47 and 44 in St. Clair. Like, if you're driving 44 east and you look to your left and you see the two water towers that say hot and cold water, St. Clair Union exit, that's where that was at. You go figures. Oh, James. Oh. I mean, okay, I'll give you an example. I'm from St. Louis area too. My ex-husband, one of our first dates, he took me to a Cardinals playoffs game. And like we had gotten several tickets, like the tickets that he won from work or something was basically like we're going to go to several games back to back. Like I think we went to all the home games is how the ticket thing was. Anyways, there was this as soon as we got off the highway into to downtown St. Louis, you know, traffic's bad. It's a Cardinals game and it's a playoffs game, so it was like really busy. Well, there was this man and his daughter, and they were in like this older like Cadillac, like a 70s model Cadillac, old DeVille, I believe it was. Anyways, and it was broken down, and she was in a convertible top too, and he had like a gas can on him, and was like, my daughter's car broke down. We ain't got no money. Please give us some money so I can put. And she's like, oh no! Like she's like, oh, I just got this car. And he's like, it's okay, baby girl. We're gonna get you some money. Blah, blah, blah. And like James, because he was trying to impress me, was like, and gave him like $200, something real stupid. And anyway, so he was like, I'm impressing this chick. I was that chick. And I was just like, okay, cool, whatever. Then we go like the next day, because again, as I said, it was like a bundle package thing that he won from work, so we went to all the home games. Guess who was still there? Guess whose car was broken? We ran out of gas on the same exit, mind you. Dad and daughter. Although genius, really, because the chances of it being the exact same people always at sea are really next to none. So they probably made so much money doing that. Dude, y'all are so awesome. Thank you for subscribing to Charlene. Well, both of us. I want to get to 10,000 by my birthday tomorrow. Yeah, I remember Ozzy Sports Club. That place was awesome. Yeah, you did. That's what I said, you need to scroll up and down. Dre, like money that's leaving my wallet, not coming at you. About his contribution to $300 a week in crickets. They don't smell like anything. That was really creepy. Someone just like, I'm not creepy. They don't have a smell. There's no odor to them. Healthy chameleons' poops don't even stink. The only thing that could maybe stink is like the crickets. I should say stink, because crickets can stink. They can stink. If say they die off pretty fast or something, they emit a gas that also kills the other crickets, but they can stink. Thank you for the gold coin, Dro. Do I said this so bad? This money. Do I look like a doctor? Or like a statistics person? No. It's not me. Let's give Boudreaux a super worm. He's gotten a lot better. Actually, if you've been watching our streams for a while, so this boy used to like yeet himself off of my hand. So I didn't really handle him too much because he was just terrified. And he wouldn't hand feed or anything. Like, you've seen basically the progress of Boudreaux here, and he now isn't as freaked out. He's definitely not like the most fond of being handled, but he's already looking down. He sees me trying to open up this box of super worms, so he now is understanding that this here walking tree, me. You know what? We're not all that bad. Cheeto, thank you for the gold coin. He is just a little over a year old. So I've had him for about a year. I got him when he was 3 months old from Camouflage Creations. Okay, let's give him a super worm. And now he actually does hand feed now, so that's sorry, I don't like superworms. Superworms are like, they can get you. What I mean by they can get you is they can actually sting, bite, whatever it is they do. All right, y'all ready? Do I sing? I mean, for fun. Good job. Yeah, so I overnight ship anywhere in the US except for Hawaii and Alaska. I mean, you can do Alaska. It's just there's only 2 cities that FedEx overnights to, like, where they have the FedEx hubs or whatever. So there's like only 2 cities that you can use FedEx, which is what most of the reptile shipping companies that I get my shipping labels and supplies from use. And obviously you have your temperature requirements in order to ship them safely. And so Alaska can, at certain times of the year present some problems. He liked that one. Boy, we want you to shed. He's got a gorgeous Caribbean Ocean. A yellow giant, a Parsons chameleon, a Jackson's. Is it a Panther chameleon? Their tongue actually zaps out at full times and after 2 times its entire body length. A black chameleon? That was Timmy. Timmy went down Boudreaux's mouth. Or, oh God, hold on. Timmy fell victim to Boudreaux's long tongue. Boudreaux has a really good long tongue shop. And Timmy's now in Boudreaux's belly. Going rumble, rumble. What triggers? So they don't change their color to camouflage. It's based on mood and temperature. It's a way of communication with each other as well. So these are his resting colors. He's also kind of dull because he's going to shed soon. Soon, right? He shed soon. I mean, he's in the pre-shed funk. They start to take longer to shed. Jarrell, thank you for the floating heart. I mean, sometimes their tongue's kind of like, they're kind of a pinkish. Sometimes but not like where it's like, wow, what a crazy purple tongue. Maybe you're talking about blue tongue skink. It's all in their gular. It's all in here. That's so funny. I could see why you thought it came from there, but it's like very elastic. He's like, hey. Yeah, I don't think a chameleon. I'm trying to think. I can't even think of a black chameleon. Sometimes certain species will get motherfucking wasp. God dang it. Sorry. There's a wasp and I have to take care of the wasp now. God dang it. I was doing so good. What was it? How many days did we go without a wasp in here? What, like, whoa, 3 whole days or some shit? And there's one in here. Yay. Yeah. And another one. Okay, let's do it. I gotta take care of this wasp real quick, you guys. Yeah, dang it. He was all staring at me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to just, I don't want to get stung. I try to not cuss, okay? But sometimes we're gonna have reactions. And that was called a reaction. And I don't like wasp in here. I don't want it. You know what I mean? She goes, no, Jill. Another one. Another wasp. Okay, I don't know. I gotta take it. I'm gonna spray it down and stomp on it. Hey, this might be a good POV. No. We're just, god dang it, dude. Fudge, man. I don't let you see him. Can you see the waspy? Not really. How am I not able to pick that sucker up on the... There it is. There's that waspy. Sorry. Yeah, I gotta take care of it because he'll just wait for me to be all nice and comfy and not paying any attention. Then he's gonna come get me. Or like, oh no. Is my defense mechanism like somehow crammed in here? Oh god, we got it. Lord have mercy, you guys. No, not my coffee. Shiznits, man. Please have enough any left for me to get this sucker down. I don't want to get attacked. Nope, I don't want to get stung. I think I have just enough. Alrighty. Shiznits, man. Glad coming. I'm happy you like my singing my son though earlier. Shiznits, man. Man. tired of these stupid ass. Ooh. You stupid fuck. Damn. In my UVB light now? I need a stool. Or this chair will work. I want to make sure, like, you know what. Nah. Oh, it keeps going right in a weird spot up there. I'm gonna get it though. That's like a black and yellow one too. It's not a hornet. Oh, there it is. Okay, my God. It's been like a wedge in a spot that I'm trying to get him to like come out of. I see him walking around, but I've not been able to get to him. Now you're like, dude, I don't want to mess with this. I'll just stuck in the tape. See where you're at? You're pretty bright. It's full time too. I'm trying to also make sure you guys can. Okay, sorry about all that. My vacuum is like. Hi, this is like nothing even looks like marijuana. Like honestly, no, I don't have my vacuum. I can go get it, but I will like probably lose where he's actually at if I do. No, he's gotten himself in between. Basically, this part, he's in the tape. And so that sucks. Because I can't really see where he's at now. But he was in, not like in the, but he's like in here somewhere. I don't think that's him. I think that's a old dead cricket or a old dead. Wait, is it? No, it's not him. It's a old spider, isn't it? Ooh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, I actually hit the button when I was walking over to check out the wasp situation. I was saying he had himself wedged in between my plastic sheeting that I have on the side of the enclosures and her screen. But I can't actually see where he's at. I'm trying to pay attention to where she's looking, because if she can see him, her eyes are going to tell me where he's at. The wasp being he. Because she's, you know, so she's aware of something. Like, I see her doing a head tilt. Do you see the wasp in here? Like, that sucker is going to be so mad at me, and he's going to come right back at me. For real, for real. If he gets out of there. Is that it? No. Some other bug, but it was not that bug. Man. Stupid wasp. Stupid wasp. Ruining my streams and stuff. It's been a very a night full of distractions tonight. Yeah. Oh, I found it. I found the wasp. I did find it. Okay. I just cannot get to it. Dang. Right here. Dude, I want to untape it. Yeah, it's right in between the plastic sheeting and her screen. But I don't want to take the whole screen. I want to take the side off of the. She's baby, my nosy. Oh, just a nice old wasp. Just has itself perfectly wedged now. It's in. Oh. Basically, I have the plastic sheeting that I use to help with humidity and also act as so they can't see each other. It's in between it and her screen. But yeah. And it's in the lower part, like in the back. But I don't really want to like take this off. Like it's on there real good. Man. I hear it still too. I hear it. Bzzz. I don't want her to try and get this thing though either. Like she just keeps trying to like get her. Ugh. Anywho. Sucks, man. Whatever. Okay. I mean, I've done what I could do. I've done what I could do, I guess. So. Not in the city tonight. That's midnight sun is stuck in my head. Oh. Wait, that's happening now or soon, isn't it? Crafty. You don't get any type of pay for like medical leave or yeah, just never pick up the collection. No, that's bad. Oh, Junior, thank you for the floating heart. Where is this darn mean wasp at now? See, my whole never give up is gonna start OCD. Oh, like, where is this sucker? Found it. God dang. Okay, I found where it's at now, but I still can't get to it. I can't get to this darn wasp. I want to just be able to like hold a chameleon and hang out with you guys for a little bit. Just see if something keeps happening on this line, but oh, you can't even. Oh, it's not even gonna. Oh, it's not even gonna be able to come out of the bottom of this. Oh. Huh. Did you get the last night? You should get your shed off. Okay, well. Alright, I'm gonna carry on about my stream. Because, well, yeah, that's all I can do right now. How long ago did... Okay, we're gonna get some younger ones now. So, I think, maybe I said, was it... Who did I tell? I mean, I know it was on my stream when I said we are back to having Biggie Smalls and Elvis parsley, not Priscilla. So, done did it again. Y'all gotta watch my back though. Make sure that Mr. Waspy ain't coming to get me. So, let's Biggie Smalls here. Okay, hold on, let me get and your brother, sister, whatever we wanna. Here we are. Okay, so oh, you're cutie. Yeah, I'm pretty, well, let me rephrase it. I'm pretty sure it's back to Elvis Parsley. So, Biggie Smalls is a young juvenile male. And Biggie Smalls here, I mean, he's still getting his colors. Drake, man. I think it's unconscious at the moment. So, if you look here at Biggie Smalls, I mean, they're okay for a snack. There should not be a like a staple feeder. Can we see, or there we go. So that is a, you know, slight bulge. Thank you for the $100 Junior. Good night, Braxton. For feeders or for reptiles? Oh, Junior, thank you for the floating heart. So this one, we knew Biggie was a male. Oh, these are siblings. Okay, they are clutchmate siblings. So when we named, Biggie Smalls, we were pretty confident he was a male, which it's a boy. And then when we named this one, originally we named him Elvis Parsley. It looked like a male. Everything was pretty male-ish to me, in my opinion. I'm gonna put Biggie up here. Everything was pretty, But then as this one got older, we started to not be as confident because like this particular pairing, this clutch, it gets a bit difficult to sex these guys because sometimes they don't have the most noticeable hemipenal bulge. So until they really start to show colors, but if you look, homeboy clear as day has a now I should say clear as day. Hold on. You see, it's actually there. Like it's not, the biggest, but it's where it's finally you got a little curve after. Come on, quit looking at my. I'm in the St. Louis area. At this age, not yet. Now at least these guys, but they're only. Hi, Biggie. Like 4 months old. So, but Biggie's starting to get a little opinionated. So maybe they would. I don't know. No, Biggie, are you getting a little opinionated now? So maybe, yeah. So I think, so we went and we switched this one's name to Priscilla because we're like, well, it's a female, but it's there. It's a male, so that's Elvis Parsley. So I'm happy that we didn't sell this one at the expo as Priscilla because somebody would have been getting a really nice male too. Like they may not be colorful yet, like they will be. They're Gambino babies, like they're going to be very beautiful and yellow. It's just, that's one of the colorations that does seem to take a little bit longer to color. Actually, I'll show you their slightly older brother. For wait a minute. Hold on. But are you asking? Let me scroll up and make sure I didn't miss, because when I'm watching them, I missed some comments. Yeah, they will get colors. Those will they will be very colorful. I'll show you a slightly older brother, Loki. Well, Loki's about he's 6 months old now. So he's a couple months older and he's already getting Loki some colors. So juvenile, like they're developing their colors up until they're 18 months old, but the most noticeable, like most drastic color development and growth is when they're until they're a year old. But this is their older brother, Loki. So he's starting to get some color. And he is a full-blooded brother, so they have the same parents. It's just a difference of Loki. So those guys are from retained clutches. You want to give one of these to your ex? It depends. So I'd say average clutch is about 20-25 babies. I've had females lay 15 eggs. I've had them lay over 40 eggs. I have officially had my largest clutch, which was like 39 babies. But before that, it was usually about 20-25 babies. Tonight, no, because I can already tell you, like, the way those kiddos are being, they're going to wake up again eventually. But we will tomorrow. We will for that one. No, I would like Tegus. So James, 9 months is probably average that they're able to on both, like male and female. Females technically can be 6 to 9 months old when they have their first like reproductive cycle per se, but and they're very close to done. They're close to they grow faster than these guys, the males. But he's climbing. Look at Loki go. Look at his colors. Dre, you know, it depends on when my clutches happen. So I sold 14 a couple weeks ago. Before that, I hadn't really had clutches, like new clutches, since like September-ish. So I sold my previous clutches in September. I sold most of them, and then like at an expo. So what we sold over 10, I think, at that show. And then like here and there, I just sell like one or two or whatever. But I didn't have any other eggs hatch until December. And so those babies were just old enough, like this past, like back in April and May, to start to sell. So it depends on how many. So I'm gonna have a lot of babies here soon that are ready. Like I have so many that are about to be ready to go by the end of this month and also July. Like a lot more of his younger brothers, because I wasn't even gonna sell this one. He's 700 shit. Dude, he's so pretty. I wasn't even gonna sell him until I had more males that were his some younger brothers. They're room temp. I have them in kind of like a closet thing. Yes, I can't wait to see that, Crafty. Oh, Chris, I hear you there, but it's actually, when you overnight ship them, it's normally they're gonna fall asleep. When you open up the box, they're sleeping most of the time. It's, you know, they're not delivered to your door though either. So I have to go to my FedEx hub, which for me is about an hour drive to North St. Louis County. And I have to go to a special FedEx. I can't just go to like the FedEx in town and ship them. I have to go to a special FedEx hub, and I usually go there a little bit before they close, so not chilling there all day. So like my ones, I've sent a lot to California, and in California. So if I drop them off at the FedEx hub 7:30, 8 at night Central Time, they have been in their new home. Like if the owner goes and picks them up from the hub right when they open, they're there in like under 12 hours. I'm sorry, at about 12 hours. I have shipped more than one. They do have eyelids. They can close their eyes. They sleep with their eyes closed. BC, thank you for the floating heart. And thank you for the Star L Jr. Did you, Davon? No. Yeah, because Chris, so many of them don't. I'm trying to think of any of the reptile shipping companies that use UPS. Everyone that I know of uses FedEx. But they also don't go in the delivery truck. Or they shouldn't. Reputable breeders, like, sure, I can send them to your house, but reputable breeders are not going to send them to your house. Because like, Redline and Reptiles to You are two companies that are, like, they work with FedEx when it comes to shipping these guys. They won't honor the insurance if you choose to ship these guys to the door. They're like, so basically if something happens, you're out of money. Like you just lost probably close to $850+ in between. So if he was 700, right? Okay. Say 700 did not include shipping. Depending on where you're getting shipped to, like California, like, well, not California, Washington, when I shipped to Washington from Missouri, was right under $100 for overnight. So there's that cost. Also the cost of the supplies. So you're looking at around like around $130 on top of what your asking price for them is, right? So as long as everything is done correctly, if something, which it's such a low percentage of issues, I've never had any issues shipping or receiving chameleons, but they won't honor it if you ship them to the door. So you're like, the breeder's just out of that. So I mean, it could be the nicest day ever, and I'm like, oh, we know that FedEx truck driver is the most responsible driver ever, and like, what? I'm not shipping to somebody's door. I'm not willing to. It's you don't want them to go in the truck anyways, but because that's where the issues have the. Oh, look at his yellows he's getting. I do have a Chihuahua in a mint pen. God, dude, Crafty, that sucks. I mean, like, I haven't even, really? It's, for this type of thing, I don't think there's really any other option, but man. No, I already know what happened there. Yeah, that case was disturbing. Whoa. Oh, dear God, Steve. So, they cost a lot to raise, at least ethically. They cost a lot to raise, for one. They are an exotic species. Um, it's easily about $250 or more for each baby in its first few months of life just for food. And what you're my cricket bill is $300 a week right now. So it's pretty expensive. And that actually really it's more than that because I'm having sometimes order more than once a week. So just in that area. And then also that's not considering like your lights and everything that you use for them. So even to remotely have a chance of breaking even, that's one of the reasons that they're at that price. When it comes to reptiles though, I would personally, honestly, I would call them middle priced range because if you go to a reptile show, some of the bigger shows, well, even if you go to a small reptile show, you're going to see ball pythons for over $1,000 left and right. You're going to see tegus even for $1,000+. But I've been at reptile shows like NARBC where I've seen $30,000 ball pythons everywhere. I've seen 15,000, just like 15,000. You're just basically tons of $15,000 snakes. Look at that. Dude, I don't know about that. My chihuahua was pretty hella expensive. I didn't buy her. My boyfriend bought her for me. I mean, man, if you know about the Parsons and their costs, she was more than the one. No, Davon, so ball pythons, there's certain morphs. It's not like your everyday ball python's not going to be over $3,000. I would say average, like, you could get really cool ones for $500 and less. You could get really cool ones, I would say probably in like the $250 to $500 range. But that's like other breeders or people just that want to just say that they have these certain morphs. It's not. I'll see several $1,000 ball pythons at regular like smaller shows, but the big price they're only at the big reptile shows. But go on Morph Market right now and look at how expensive the ball pythons are. Like go to ball pythons on Morph Market and sort highest price to lowest price, and you'll see a whole bunch of expensive ball pythons. I mean, I think the most expensive one right now is $60,000. And yeah, so hey, Brybear, are you gonna shed soon? Come here, buddy. Let me see you. Oh, Brybear's looking gorgeous. Oh, making it so hard still about you and Curly Joe, but look at you. You're like a John Gotti on steroids, my dude. Hold on. Oh, that's cool. You found a local breeder for your ball. That's awesome. That's so cool. It's awesome when you're able to find them that are local to you. I mean, I know of good ball python breeders or that I could definitely meet up with too. Chameleons, well, Panther Chameleons, there's a good amount of breeders in the U.S., but a lot of times you're going to find yourself having to get them online unless you happen to be lucky enough to live by or close to. I mean, I'm having people meet me halfway from Wichita, Kansas, from where I'm at. So this is one that's been catching my eye. I wasn't originally planning. Oh God, look at that. He's about to shed too. He's a juvenile. He's almost 6 months old. Really close. God, dude, he's so pretty. Thank you for the star reads. His brother Curly Joe here is the one I was gonna keep in this clutch. And I like his personality per se, if you want to say personality for chameleons. I know that could be kind of but dude, Curly, this is the one I was gonna keep in that clutch. But dude, males about 5 to 7 years, females 2 to 4. These are full-blooded brothers. Look how different they look. And that his red and blues really tripped, man, making it hard. Because this was the one I was going to keep. He's huge. He's a little smaller. Can't believe they're brothers. No, I did not. Let me see. Did you follow? No, I don't think I have. I don't think on TikTok or here. These are Panther Chameleons. These are juvenile males. They're almost 6 months old. They'll be 6 months about the 25th. They're Christmas babies. Well, this one was, I believe, the 30th. And then he was a Bri Bear's a Christmas baby. Oh my, they don't make noises. Now, with proper husbandry, like, so females 2 to 4 years average, males 5 to 7, but I had a female that was 6 years old, my first female. I hate when that happens. I'm so sorry. I hate when that happens. But my female lived to 6 years old before she passed, my first female, and we know my oldest males are 6. And we also have known a lot of people who've had males that were 10 years or older. So how long does it take the eggs to hatch? I always smile because I hate that. Their eggs take anywhere from 6 to 18 months to hatch. Usually it's 9 to 12 months when they hatch. But it could be anywhere from 6 to 18 months. Thank you. Isn't it crazy to think that these guys are actually clutchmate brothers? How different they look. Like, this guy's basically, I mean, I'm considering him red body blue bar. Like, this is... Damn, he's a stunning red body blue bar. That much red and vivid blue in him at not even technically 6 months old is insane to me. Considering his uncle, John Gotti, didn't have this much red on him until he was 18 months. But then this guy's so damn unique. Yeah, thank you for the star. I am from the St. Louis, Missouri area. Thank you, Reeds, too much for the star. Dang, look at that. And he's pre-shed. He's not even as vivid as he can be. God, bribe. No, you wouldn't have. This clutch is the first clutch that I have done where I did not. I just basically was. I paired Redline up with a female who is John Gotti's sister, and a lot of reds in both lineage. So we were hoping to get like a lot of red resting colorations. I don't even know where this one came from. Like, I know that sounds so crazy, but if you knew how the genetics work with the chameleons, like, he don't look like his daddy. He don't look like the males on his mom's side. This guy, however, looks literally just like a miniature version of his uncle, John Gotti. So his mom's brother. Like, literally, just like, because Redline at this age was all red. Like, he had mostly red resting colors. The only time he was ever green was for a brief period when he was over a year old in his winter funk colors. I have a bearded dragon. Thank you, Mathis. This is my chameleon girl. Sorry. This is my chameleon garage. I had a little bit of a moment because I was afraid that wasp was coming to get me. No, you can't crossbreed stuff like that. There's one person I know I hybrid two species of chameleons, but they're both from Madagascar. They have very similar husbandry, very similar anatomy. There's no way you could. I feel like the whole difference of one that lays eggs and has live births, like there's no, I don't even think how that could work out. But the hybrid that I'm talking about doesn't even look cool, so a lot of people are like, why? Like it was a Panther Chameleon and something else. I forget what they paired it up. I think it's something the great spiky or spiny something chameleon. They don't really look all that cool. Now Panther chameleons come in different locales, which represents the region, area of Madagascar they're from. And they all have their own unique colorations and markings to each locale. In the wild, a lot of them don't pair up or cross locales because they don't have access to each other. There's natural land barriers of some type. There's a few locales where they are able to have access, and there's not been any documentation of something that looks like a cross between the locales or like any evidence of them actually breeding. There has been evidence of them having access to be able to like breed, and they don't. So now, is that enough to 100% claim like they don't cross locale in the wild? Like, you can't 100% say that, but there has been actual observation of where they're able to cross locale with some of the ones that do have access to each other, and they just don't. But you can't just 100% say that. So, can you, in the captivity, can you cross locales? You can. Is it frowned upon? It can be frowned upon. The issue is now you're going to have a whole bunch of cross locale females, which are very difficult to sell, and it's very hard to keep. It's very hard to keep a certain look going. Like, you could get some beautiful cross locales, but if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to end up eventually with muddy males that are not really that pretty. You're never going to have, outside of like a pre-shed funk or a pre-shed look or like a winter funk, you're never going to have an ugly male panther chameleon. Like a pure locale male panther chameleon, they're going to be very beautiful and colorful. No, these guys don't really care. This is a chill clutch. This is one of those, like, if you're wanting a chameleon that's going to be better for handling, this particular clutch is like where it's at, because they're just truly not phased. That's why their dad, Redline, was always, until he was older, I would always take him to expos, because he just didn't care. He'd just be like, oh, people mean food. Thank you for the sparkles, Mathis. Whereas, I mean, you already know, like, you've seen some of the younger guys who are like at a young age. All right, I'm going to put them up. Damn, look at them, just making it so hard. I would like to keep them both if I could. Like, they're not even, look, he's trying to climb on his brother, and his brother's like, why are you doing that? I'm going to put them back now. I guess. Dang. Let me see. Oops. What happened here? Why did that even happen? What time is it? I had to take Jay to tutoring at 11:30 in the morning. And then my plan was, after we're back from his tutoring session, I was going to, I'm trying to find a spicier, younger one for us. Thank you for the 6'7". Just, that's when the tutor had availability, was then, for Jay, because we wanted to keep him getting tutored, even. But afterwards, my plan was I'm going to be working on enclosures outside while the kids are out there playing. I'm going to just like be trying to do what I can with the enclosures that we have set up. I'm trying to find a younger spicy baby so you guys can see like how they can be. I guess Kenny Powers. Who are you? Let me see you. Oh, snap. Well then. Well, you're a great example of what I was attempting to find. You just yeet yourself out of your enclosure. Like, what the absolute heck was that, dude? This guy just yeeted himself. Like, actually, like, I didn't even know. He just straight up went airborne. Like, come on, dude. So this is a Gambino, gnarly Carly. Close related to some of the, but not all the way. Yeah, dude. I can't believe you just did that. Dude, I can't. This is a baby chameleon. This guy's not available yet. He's too young. Dude, I can't believe you fucking did that, dude. I can't believe you did that. Like, yeah, I know you're all his bones. I touched him. He was on a leaf, and he just like threw. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna put him back. He'll be okay, but dude, you dummy. Why'd you do that? Why'd you go and do that? I was trying to find, like, he just... Goober? What about you? Are you one? I think this is Knuckleberry Finn. Oh, no. Oh, this girl is calming down now. These guys are so these guys are about... just turned 3 months old. Well, that one just turned 2 months old. This one just turned 3 months old. This one, shoot, this one's about to be ready to go. I think after the next shed, they'll have a growth spur, and this one will be good size-wise. I mean, the size-wise right now, if someone was local, had experience, yeah, I'd have no problem. Because this is like, this size could be, we're about ready to eat half-size crickets, which are very easy to find at all pet stores. That's one of my reasons I always want them to be a little bigger before they go to the, she's pretty and calm. That's a female. That's a young female. Man, you guys have calmed down. I used to have some really opinionated babies over here, and they seem to have not have as much of an opinion anymore. Some of them. Not like in a bad way. Just okay. Are you? Oh, are you my knuck? Oh, here is Knuckleberry. Hi, Knuckleberry. Oh, this is an angry one. So this is. Hold on. Shoot, Knuckleberry. This is Knuckleberry Finn, my silly ring light. Knuckleberry Finn, you guys. We named him. This one was born. Just turned 3 months old. Well, actually, hold on. About 3.5 months old. So we're going to go through a growth spurt here soon. It's okay, a little bit on the smaller side, but he'll once he gets. Dude, this guy's ready. Look at that. He's like, I will. Oh, man. So, yeah, we're angry baby. So, big difference between those red line baby male or juvenile males that were like pretty chill. This guy is pissed. He's oh, look at him. Looking so pretty. Oh, hi, cutie. This one might end up biting me, which is fine. Does not feel like, oh, we're screaming, basically. Oh, he's a mad baby. He's so mad, Devon. This is a baby chameleon. Well, I guess he's technically a juvenile, but shit. He's opinionated. Oh, he's pissed. Look at that. So he's a young male. He's still developing his colors. He'll start to really pop in a couple months. He too, after a next shed, he's going to be ready to go. Oh, well, sir, you don't need to eat your. He just bit me. That was funny. Did you see him bite me? Oh my god. I'm trying to put you. Oh, he bit me, but it isn't like this size. Doesn't feel like nothing. But here, can we? You have your cute little mouth open. Can you show them your little teeth, please? Look, he's licking his chops like she does not taste good. I don't taste good, huh? You got little teethies. Oh, you got your mouth open. See? Kind of see some like that. He after he bit me, he's like, man, that's not all that. She's not that yummy, man. Oh, we try to look at your pretty teethers. Night TWC, thank you for coming on. You want to pet this chick? No. What is he doing? Dude, you can't climb there because you'll fall. There's nothing really to grip once you go past that point. There you go. Jen Hamilton. Yeah, this guy's pretty though. He's a oh shiznits. Are you showing them your teethies? You kind of see his teeth. This is a Gambino Gnarly Carly. You know, Gnarly Carly's really, her attitude is pretty evident right now. Yeah. See, we're taming the dragon. No, we put the Gular. He's like, get the thing fucking away from me. He's like, I hate you. I despise you. He's like, you vile woman. I don't necessarily want her to be dead, but would really like if she just wasn't alive anymore. Freaking Stewie Griffin's in my head when I see some of these guys. I give so many of these guys a Stewie Griffin type of voice, and he's one of them. He's gorgeous. He really is RX guy. He's gonna be stunning. So the yellow body blue bar males. So red is a color that you see develop pretty early. Like if he was one that was gonna have a lot of red in him, you would start to see that red. I mean, he's gonna get some red. They all will have some red. Well, all the Ambilobes locales will. They'll have some red, but red's a color that really shows pretty early. Like the main. I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. Like not so much just like the little like speckles or whatever that they're gonna have. Like if they're gonna have a lot of red in their bars, you would be seeing that red right now, or some. Oh god, dude, what are you gonna bite me again? You can. It's kind of humorous. You're gonna no, you change your mind because you've already bit me. You say I'm not good. But yellow body blue bars, which is what he's gonna be, a yellow body blue bars, his coloration. Yellow does take the longest to develop. So when they look like little zebras, kind of like this, I mean, he has a sibling. I got to remember which one it is. who doesn't even have that darker like gray at top. It's almost just like white and black when he fires up, and that is truly like that's going to be a stunner if you're looking for that clean yellow like at Gambino. All right, we're going to put you up. Damn, he's so cute, but we're going to put him up. Oh, shiznits. Yeah, so anyways, I think though, even as silly as he's being right now, I think that he will actually calm down and become handleable. I know that seems really far-fetched because of how he is right now, but I think he'll be a lot calmer eventually, or even just like I think he'll calm down, I guess is what I was trying to say. I don't think he's always just gonna be like a you know, like he'll end up calming down some. Were you the big mad Gambino male from last? Was it you or your brother? Oh, which one was it? Oh, it's the man that's. Oh, I have that song stuck in my head, you guys. Girls, look at this little grump. This is a. I'm gonna get you out. I don't think I've really gotten this Kenny Powers Pissy Missy baby out. Oh, the grumpies. What a grump looking baby. He's so grumpy. Hold on, let me put my phone right here. Just because I already know I want to have my other hand for security in case he decides to yeet himself out like his brother cut or whatever it was did. Oh, come here. Come here, you. Good mister's running great tonight. Okay. So we got us cute Kenny Powers Pissy Missy. So we'll got, oh, when did he hatch? Hold on. March. So almost 3 months old. Yeah, he goes, wait. So actually, this is a good example of the red. This is a young male, and who's actually a little younger. What do you see? See that little bit of red in his belly starting to show already? And he's like, what, almost a month and a half younger than that one I was just showing you. Because Kenny Powers has a good amount of, even though he's a yellow body blue bar, he has a good amount of red. So you already see that red showing on him. Damn, that face is cute. I mean, I would not recommend taking your chameleon to the... They are one that are typically going to stress by that type of stimuli or whatever. This guy's kind of... He's like, what the hell, dude? The youngest clutch from Redline, about 3 months old right now. Yeah, I think it's hilarious. It's so true. At this age, like, their bites are nothing. So full grown, I have been bit by full grown males and females. The worst bite I've gotten from a panther has been from the female Sybil, because she is the only one that's bit me with intention to cause bodily harm. The other bites, I mean, it was still about as painful. It didn't hurt that bad. Their bites are more painful than a paper cut, not as bad as like a dog scratch, cat scratch, bee stings, wasp, all that hurts way more. I promise you, it is not that bad. It's startling, and you do kind of just have to take it, which can be kind of a difficult concept. Just like, oh, we're just going to let this guy just completely bite and just do whatever. Typically, Panther Chameleons, hold on. Are you out? Okay. I just want to make sure you were... Here we go. Here's one of the younger Redline clutch babies. So this one I think just turned, is almost 3 months old. There's one of the younger Redline babies right here. This one's cute. This one's cute. Oh, look at that coloration we're starting to get on him. Super cutie patootie. But most of the time when they bite you, it's just a quick like little like you know, and they don't want to hang on to you. It's just like a quick and they let go. Sybil, one of my females, Sybil, she like she'll turn her head. She does it when she bites and everything. She's mean. And she did draw blood, but mind you, it's because she bit me right here, and that's just a spot that bleeds. Look at him. Dang, dude. Oh, hold the F up, bro. Oh, look at you. Oh, look at those. Ooh. Dang. Oh, wow. You're looking kind of blue. Rotella, thank you for the flower. Thank you. So when you buy them, this guy's ready at this size. He could actually go into his full-grown enclosure. When you get them from a breed, like they are ready to go in their full-size enclosure. So the minimum size for a male panther chameleon is a 2x2x4. That's in feet. Your most common enclosure and most affordable, at least brand new, is going to be Repti-Breeze or extra large. So it's Zoomed, the Repti-Breeze line, and the extra large is the size for the males. Females, you can do mediums. If I just was having them as strictly as pets and I wasn't having like a whole different like lines of projects, the minimum size for females are the medium enclosures that you see behind me. Those are god darn it, they're 16 by 16 by 30. I don't think they're 3 feet. They might. I think they are 16 by 16. Wait. Yeah, they're 16 by 16 by 36. My bad. And then, no, wait. I'm tripping again. They're 30. I think they're. What are their dimensions? They're the mediums. But, yeah, they're ready to go in their full size enclosures when you buy them at 3. The youngest that I will ever sell mine, the first make them is 3 months. Typically, it's not that young. That's very, very rare, but that's the absolute earliest. Usually about closer to 4 months. But they're ready to go in their full size enclosures. And because you don't want to put them at that age, they still have some really important growth spurts to go through, but they are established and they should. My goal is that they're on half size cricket feeders. Half size are there's like medium, maybe medium smalls, but you find that size you can find them at Petco and PetSmart. I don't recommend getting feeders from there, but if that's your option, that's where you need to go, because you can gut load them anyways and make them not as bad. But they have them there, that size of cricket. So you don't need to have to worry about, oh, they're on such small, awkward size feeders. I have to buy the stuff online, and they're spending $60 at least for overnighting. And you should overnight the feeders, because if you don't, they also don't cover if anything happens wrong. Most places, if you don't overnight the feeder bugs, if something does happen, they're not going to cover it. So you're just out of that money. So anyways, but it's important to have them in their full-size enclosure, because they go through several really important growth spurts, and they are not a reptile that's going to continue to grow if they're in a huge enclosure, but their growth can be stunted by too small of enclosures. So you want them to be able to grow nice and big. Why are they so expensive? They're really a medium ground price in reptile world, truly. I mean, first of all, they're exquisite looking. They're beautiful. Like, you don't just go to a pet store hardly at, like, you're not going to just see Panther Chameleons available at like every single pet store, because they are a specialized species. Like, they are sensitive to incorrect husbandry. The reason you see so many veils and why veils are so cheap, most of them are actually wild caught. Like, you might go to PetSmart and Petco. Most of them are basically a company, Underground Reptiles, they go to Florida and they just get a whole bunch of veils during the night while they're sleeping, wholesale them across to different places around the U.S. I could go and purchase them from Underground, so I'm not going to go and do that, because I don't necessarily like a lot of what they do. But PetSmart and Petco, I know PetSmart, they get stuff from them in wholesale quantities. And so most of your veils are wild caught. Veils, you're not going to find too many people that breed veils, because they cost the same amount of money to raise. Like, you're minimum putting $300+ in them just to raise them as a breeder, each chameleon that you raise. So ball pythons, they are very affordable to raise compared to this. They are definitely a more profitable reptile to get into breeding. Yeah, these are, so females are going to be, they're not going to be as colorful as males. Regardless of their locale, right? They all look very similar, even if they are this different locales. They look very similar. Oh god, RX, dude. I mean, way over 1,000. And you can see, when you get to the more expensive things too, like, you're not usually just gonna go to a pet store and find them. Like, that's when you have, like, usually you go and get your first pet, like a leopard gecko or a crested ball python, whatever, and it's usually, kind of, sometimes it's an impulsive purchase, which I'm not saying that in a judging way. But then you fall in love with the hobby, and that's when you start to discover, oh, well, I really like the way that ball python looks. And, you know, maybe you join Facebook groups or something where you see pictures of ball python, and then you discover all these other cool morphs. And then you go from there. But usually you're not just, first of all, you're not going to find, some ball python breeders will wholesale to like local pet stores, but they're not selling their several $1,000 ball pythons to wholesale unless it's some tragic situation where they have to get rid of their collection. But that's not the ball python breeders who are wholesaling, like the good ball, like where they're still like $500 ball pythons, like trust you me, like they got like really expensive ball pythons that they're not wholesaling. I only have a Kenyan sand boa. I love the white ones. So let me show you some of the juvenile. They're not fully in they're still in juvenile coloration. But they're big. Like they're really big, got nice sized females. But they're pretty too. They're really pretty. So here's Camellia Rose. Like I wouldn't even be mad if I didn't sell this one, because I really like her and she's so pretty. Now, mind you, she's still in she's not going to stay like this. These are female juvenile coloration where they have like these greens and blues in them. Eventually, in a couple months or even a month, because these girls just turned, they're about 6 months old. So in the next couple months, they're going to get into their full grown female coloration where it's going to be more of that brown, with the pinks and peaches and stuff in them. Now you might have some, like how their mom is, like Roja, she's got a lot of purples. Maybe they'll have something like that, but they're gonna not have all that green on them that you see at the juvenile females. Wicked toxic. Oh yeah. You know, I used to be so afraid of posting, but there's some that aren't. There are a lot that are. And yeah, you're very right. But I will say you will learn a lot, not necessarily from the groups, but those groups usually take you to where you're able to find the people that know the information that you need to know. This is, yeah, she's a redline baby. This is Camellia Rose. Isn't she really pretty? Most of the females look similar. Here's her sister Pico. Pico's like a little, like, I mean, okay, she's okay once she's out of her enclosure, but so this is her sister Pico. Look at her. These are clutch meat sisters. Look at Pico. Damn, Pico and her bars just always were throwing me off too. She's like, look at that. Isn't she pretty? Yeah, so these are both redline. Now she's got Camellia's. She's a big female. She's huge. Oh, Pico's pissed off at something. What are you mad about, man? What's Pico mad? So you're the only one that even has the mom's personality. Because Roja is pretty spicy. Or mostly bark, not. She's mostly all bark, not bite. But out of all the females, Pico here is the only one in that clutch that seems to have kind of gotten her, like, her mom's attitude. Look at her. Isn't she pretty? Aren't they crazy? And these females, man, if it wasn't for the fact that they didn't have a hemipenal bulge when they were younger, I mean, their bars were like they looked very male. Like the way that their bars were, how big they were. No, these are just really nice sized females. I mean, she's the smallest in the clutch. She's grown some. She's the youngest and the smallest. So most of them were born on Christmas. This one was born on January 1st. So, I mean, not significantly younger, but she's the nice sized female now. She's just still, this is the smallest. No, so there's no albino panthers. So their genetics are different. What you see in a male panther is what he is passing on to his offspring. Like, he's not going to just pull something from his grandpa and pass it on to his offspring. Females, although females are not colorful like males, like you don't have those pretty, they are still going to pass on coloration like if they were a male. But it's also the same way, like whatever color traits that they inherited from their parents, that is what she is passing on. So the trick, you just don't see them, if that makes sense. So the trick to kind of know what your female is going to pass on, the best way would be if you had pictures of all of her brothers, multiple pictures of all of her clutchmate brothers, and see what they look like. And if you notice a certain trend, that's probably what she's going to be passing on. If you want to control your results, and that's why lineage is so important with females, you need to know more than just their sire. You need to know their grandsire. You need to know all the females, or I'm sorry, all the males on the dom side. It's very important to know, to even just kind of like, okay, figure out what's in there, because it's really hard to get pictures of all the brothers, because usually they're going to be sold when they're younger juveniles, and you're not going to know what fully they're going to look like. But the best way, so at least you know, oh, I'm gonna have a yellow body blue bar clutch, is just to make sure her lineage is all yellow body blue bar. So that way you know her dom only passed on yellow body blue bar. Like it wasn't like her dom had a red body blue bar dad and a yellow body blue bar grandsire from her dom, and you don't know what she's passing on unless you saw the brothers. So if you have where her lineage is all yellow body blue bar, then you're gonna have the yellow ones. Or if you want red body blue bar, which, you know, those can be a little harder, because it's not as common of a coloration. But if she has a red body blue bar lineage, then there you go. Good night, Crafty. Man, Lala, you mods are awesome. Like the ones who, because I know a lot of you guys mod on different channels. Thank you for the stay hydrated, Jill. All right, it's 3:09, so I need to miss these babies, because, well, they need hydration before I call it a night. Sure, my kiddos, I might get a few hours of sleep, but you know what's odd is I am actually okay with a few hours. I just need, if I get a few hours of sleep, I do need like a night or two where I do get like more than that. Okay. Now we'll get the lights off again. Tomorrow is Tuesday, and I'm trying to think. It's so annoying with my ring light. Okay. Yeah, everyone's like, well, no duh, it's Tuesday, Brittany. What I was getting at is, so Wednesday I'll take the kids to their daycare, because that's their dad, he gets them on Wednesday. So Wednesday morning I'll drop them off at their school, their day program care. It is my weekend though, so I will get them back on Friday. However, I don't know what's going on with it being Father's Day. I don't even know. The only reason, it sounds so bad, the only reason I even remembered it was Father's Day weekend was because Amelia's birthday is on the 20th, and I'm talking about like custody kind of right now. I was wanting to take her down to Branson, and like, because she wanted to go to a beach for her birthday. I can't really afford to, like, let's go to the beach, you know, like I can't afford to take all three of them to Destin, or even, like, I can't do that right now. But in Branson, you know, Caitlin's in Branson, but I know it's not like, Table Rock Lake has a beach, and it's at least, it's a nice, they made it really pretty and sandy, so she could still kind of have that experience. However, I don't get the kids back until Friday, and I don't want to drive Friday down there, just be there Saturday, and have to come back early Sunday morning or late Saturday night. So, because, you know, it's Father's Day on Sunday, so obviously she should spend time with her dad, or they should spend time with their dad. But I need to relook at the custody thing, because I'm wondering if he gets the entire weekend. I'm hoping not. I don't think, dang, I hate those freaking schedules. I hate them so much. But anyways, I was really wanting that, because in the following week, man, I hope not, because it was his weekend this past weekend. Then if you got them this weekend, and then the following, which would be his weekend, because you're not supposed to change up your weekends. I know that. Like, that'd be 3 weekends in a row. Like, I do want to, like, actually see the kids and spend time with them. I mean, I guess I could do it like a late celebration. Like, I mean, we're going to still do something here, but I don't know, as far as a beach type of experience, our river property's flooded from all the rain, so we couldn't take her to the sandbar where she likes to go on the Missouri. Anyways. Oh, dude. The only thing I'm even letting one of my kids, because my kids are not really, they would be gamers, like if I let them, because I know the few times like it was certain issues, but Amelia, I do occasionally let her play like that Star Stable online game. It's a horseback riding game. But me, I was like, I made an account and I was playing it myself because I was curious, because my concern is how much communication from other people is there, like, and for her age, it's like I think you can chat, but everything is so super strict on like what words you can send through the chat, and most of the time the other players are just like standing by you and they're making their horse rear, they're like waving at you, and that doesn't register with her because she's just wanting to run around with a horse. That's all she's wanting to do anyways, but that's a limited thing because I don't, you know, dude, oh no, you don't understand. My oldest son Jay, I got those Amazon Fire tablet, or those Amazon Kid tablet, like they're meant for children, like very selective on the apps that could be on there, short of your approval from your Amazon account as the parent, right? And I got those for road trips. Like we don't have tablets and stuff in the car just for everyday drive. Like I have a TV in the Escalade and it's not going on, like it's off. Like they can watch DVDs and stuff and like streaming stuff, but I don't do that unless we're on a trip. Because, and here's the thing, like my oldest son literally knows street names. He knows how, he has to just go to one place one time and he'll know exactly how to, he'll tell you the streets and what direction to go on. I mean, Branson from where I live is a 4-hour drive, and it's not the most complicated, like you're only going on, I want to say, to get to Cade's house, you're going off, once you're off of my road, you go on 1, 2, 3, 4 roads in total, you know, like it's not that difficult. But he knew exactly which roads and when you were going to the next road, what direction you went to. The first time when he was 5 years old, he knew how to do that, which is nuts because that's a 4-hour drive. But he doesn't, he wants to look around. He wants to see what's going on in the car around him. However, I do like the tablets and stuff for car rides because I'm not trying to torture the kids. Like I'm not, you know what I mean? Like here, like I can imagine you're going to get bored being staring stuff outside. But however, because he's very good with directions now. But when he was able to play that tablet, I'll tell you what, boy, that boy would get so mad if he like, where is it? Like when he was super young, I was like, oh no, no. So, yeah. I'm in the St. Louis, Missouri area. No. Geography is simple. It's not hard. Well, just human. When you're 5 years old and you're like literally reading off, you're like, well, yeah, you made a right on State Highway 4, whatever. And then we made a right after we crossed interstates of 7040 in Warrenton. Who says that at 5? Most people are like, oh, it's 70. No, he knew it was not just, it was Highway 40, 7040, right? Because that's what the road sign said at 5, dude. And then he's like, and then we were on there for like, oh, maybe another hour. And then we went on Interstate 44 and we went right, which was west. Now I'm just like, and he's like, and we were on there for like 3 hours, and then we went on Highway 65 south to Branson, not to, I forget what it says. Sedalia or Buffalo. Buffalo is what it says. And that's when I was just like, he knew how to get there. One drive. No, yeah, I'm not, it might not be, yeah, geography might be simple, but no 5-year-old freaking knows that typically. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and also, you say that, but there's people who are just directionally impaired. Like, there are. I mean, like, my mouth still will drop at, like, this is going to sound stupid, and it's something that inwardly, like, irks me. But when Cade says, and he's in Branson, which is near Arkansas in Missouri, right? And I'm in St. Louis. When Kate says, well, I'm going down to St. Louis to see Brittany. You're not going down to St. Louis to see me. Boo boo. I am 200 plus miles north of you. You're coming up to St. Louis to see me. I hate that. I know that sounds stupid, and that might be. I'm not like one of those grammar Nazis or anything like that, but like that particular little detail and description, I can't. I don't know what it is. I'm just like, no. I'm going down to see you in Branson. I'm going down to Branson. I'm going, or I'll say like, I'm going over to Kansas City. Dude. That's my only thing. I'm not someone that's like, oh, I hate it when people make it. No, that's my only thing. For some reason, that gets to me. But yeah, I don't know what it is about that. You're right. It is a technicality, and I think that's just, well, we're going down there to, you're either going up or down, or we're over yonder. Yeah. We're going over yonder. No, I don't really quite know what we're going to classify as over yonder or not, but I'm just kind of playing right now. You suck at geography? Yeah. Amelia has inherited her dad's like sense of direction. It cracks me up because she'll be like, are we home yet? And like we just left the store, and she's like, are we in this? I'm like, no baby, like we're still, like she could still see, like it doesn't look anything like where we live, and it's like, no sweetie. She's like, oh okay. Her dad, like whenever we go to see his family in Louisville, Kentucky, we would do this like multiple times a year, the same drive. It's literally just one highway. You stay on one highway. You stay on 64. Like you stay on 64 the entire freaking time. You just stay on that highway. That's all you do. You just gotta stay on that highway, and that highway connects St. Louis and Louisville. That's it, dude. That's all you do. You just stay literally as soon as to get there. As soon as you get off all the side roads or whatever, like in the town you live, as soon as you get on 64, you just stay on 64. You don't leave it until you get to Louisville. Then you gotta know what streets you need to go on. But to get to the city, you just stay on that highway. She's like, hey, when we be coming back to St. Louis, and there was a 55. And it'd be like, you could go north of Chicago, or you could go south to Memphis, or you could keep going west to Kansas City. And he's like, where do I go? And I was like, because this was probably like the 20th time, and he had been going multiple times a year before he met me. And I'm like, baby, are we going to Chicago? Are we going to stay in Illinois? No. Are we going to Kentucky? No. Do we have to drive closer to Kansas? Yeah. Come on. You didn't know that one, but he never got it. So there are directionally impaired people. There just are. I'm missing water. Why should I wear a mask for water? I'm fine. I'm not gonna squirt water on my nose. I don't want sinus rinse. See, now I'm starting all mean. I'm like, you didn't get. You're like, I see. Yeah, it's just water. We're just misting babies who are not hooked up to the mister yet. They will be eventually. They just aren't yet. Figure out what the heck that is. Oh, tutoring, man. At the library. Yeah, just so they have something to drink is how they drink. I'm not gonna miss the adults. Oh my. Hi, you. The males tonight. Oh. Maybe a couple of them. actually, wait a minute, guys. This might be the time to use the new device. What do y'all think? Yeah? I think it's that time. I think it's that time. Hold on. Yeah, because we're upgrading. We're starting to do real streamer stuff now, man. Y'all get ready to see point of view, man. Point of view from my, what the heck I'm doing. Oh, nope. No, we don't want to see that. Y'all want to see the babies that I'm missing, yes. So, hold on. There we go. All right. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. And I could see the comments. Like, win-win. The little babies are in here. The newborn ones. The ones that just hatched are in here. Look at that little guy. Meet him. These are... You don't ever see pothos? Pothos are a very common plant with keeping chameleons. I'd say they're probably one of the more common. They're easy to take care of. God, you're seeing everything now. They're easier to take care of. They grow out in vines, give them places, especially the babies, to climb. A lot of leaves, so there's stuff for water. So they're gonna drink these water droplets that I'm putting on the plants right now. They're gonna be drinking off of that. That's what they're drinking. If I can find a baby who's drinking, I'll zoom in on them. I'm gonna stand up on a stool. Maybe we'll be able to see these guys up here a bit better. Here we got some more babies. There we go. Look at this dude. Yeah, he goes so grumpy, man. Okay, I'm still learning how to stand. I have to stand a certain way at times, and that is, some of them like the mister, some of them hate it, some of them will grow to like it as they get older. That guy's actually, I have to stand on my tippy toes, it'll be hard. He's actually drinking the water right now. Oh my God. Headgear Brit here, look at this. Hey, you guys, do you like this though? It's like, wow, I'm a Panther Chameleon breeder, and I'm taking care of the babies by misting them right now. Some of these guys are like misting. She's hosing us. Ah! He goes, screw it. He goes, fuck all this shit. Ah! Sorry. I'm not it's just I have missing your enclosure. I know you didn't like it. I know you don't, but I have to mist it. That one guy spazzed out. He was spazzing. Oh my God. Ah. Maybe we got more babies. Okay, the top row is really hard to do this neckwear. So the reason they're called panthers is the guy who named them, however long ago, thought that their markings resembled panthers, like the leopards. We think of panthers, maybe not all of us, and we think of like, oh, a black leopard, mountain, whatever, right? But he was, I think, in other areas, panthers are also just like your leopard, like your regular colored, or what I'm trying to say, like your regular leopards, not necessarily the black ones. But I don't see that observation quite personally. That's my opinion. Sure, I don't see it. I thought maybe, my bad, hold on. No. I thought maybe it was because like sometimes they move and it kind of remembers. Nope. Well, yeah. See, in other countries, so I think the term panther is not necessarily just black cats. I want to say other countries, like they also will refer to like traditionally colored like leopards or whatever as panthers. It's not just for us, you know, it's a black jaguar, a black mountain lion, a black leopard, black whatever, right? So that's, so I guess like the stripes and stuff were maybe reminding them of a leopard. Well, that's a way too big of a cricket in here. Shit. I was trying to help you. I sure wish I could actually get one of these babies drinking the water so you guys don't think I'm just like, hose down the baby chameleons. Ah, ha, ha, ha. No, they will drink the water droplets from the misting. Like, I promise, they do drink the water droplets. It's not just me being like, oh, we're squirt baby chameleons tonight. Like, no. Thank you. That's what kind of water some of the... Like that Chiflera. I love Chifleras. If you can find Chifleras, oh, the Chifleras are a good plant with these guys. Oh, did I forget? Oh, I brought the stool, thank God. I was kind of worried I didn't have the stool. Man, I would not want, no, so I have, my yellow giant Parsons is the biggest, and he's about 3 feet long. I wouldn't want these guys to be too big because they could, yeah, they're very smart for reptiles. They're very smart, and they could easily, they would eat you. I mean, most reptiles would eat their human owners if they were big enough. So these guys, without a single hesitation, would tongue zap you and you would end up in their belly. So I would really not want to go out that way. Yeah, you know, I just, that's not, I know we don't really get to choose how we go out, but I would want to avoid that being the particular way I go out. So yeah, he's a big chameleon. Oh, here we go. This guy's drinking. Hold on, let's zoom in on him. So that guy doesn't wig out over the mister. He's actually just enjoying it. And his brother over here is enjoying it too. So some like that. Look at him. He's like, ah, yeah. See how he's drinking the water running down his face right now? That has him drinking the water. Cleaning his little baby. Oh, he's still drinking that water. He goes, oh yeah. Then brother over there just looking at us. This guy's like, oh heck yeah, he's cleaning his eyeball right now. That's why his eyelid looks like that. He's cleaning his eye. Oh, there he goes. He's like, oh, clean my eyes. Oh, yep, look at him moving the eyeball around. Because he's cleaning it out. Oh, sorry. He's like, oh, why are you looking at me? That was kind of funny. He's like, why are they staring at me? Oh, weak Wampy, huh? Oh, some of them are like, the heck are you wearing? So I've never worn this. This is the first time I've worn the, like, this thing around my neck with my phone attached to it. So some of these babies are like, what the hell? They're like, what's this crazy ass lady doing now, man? they are just like, what is she doing? They're like, what's that attached to her? They just get accustomed to me, the walking tree thing, and here I am, like, now just throwing new things at them, like, oh yeah, now I have this attached to my neck. What do you think of me now? Oh, I know. It'd be so nice to be able to just... These guys are able to blink, but the water, you know, helps them out a lot. Oh man, here we go. These are different type of enclosure. These are the Toxyrium. Oh, can I zoom out? Yeah, so these are Toxyrium ones. A lot of them, you actually see the mister, like that thing right there is a misting. So I don't have to really mist all of these. I need to just hook these guys up. It'll save me some time, even if it's just a few that I get hooked up before I buy more misting nozzles. It will still, and some of them are just, the misters are acting up. Some of these guys down here. Oh man, I gotta be careful or people are gonna see my feet. And I know a lot of y'all, not a lot of you, but we get some people like, man, can you show us your feet, please? My feet are not like, that was never gonna be an option for me. My feet are not pretty feet. But anyways, I'm gonna have to be careful doing this with that. Okay, I'm gonna miss Kenny Powers enclosure. So I don't always hand mist the male. The males are hooked up to the misting nozzle, as you see it right there. But I am misting him. I was afraid that maybe he just seemed a little dehydrated yesterday, but I do know that my misting water ran out when I was gone for that one day, so I guess I could tell. So they definitely missed out on a little bit of the misting that night, which these guys need their misting, so I'm just gonna put some more in here. Okay, let's see, is everyone else pretty good? Redline, my big boy. This is my first chameleon here, Redline. He's an old boy, he's 6 years old. He's just, oh, now he's drinking water. See him? So Redline's drinking the water from this. Hello there, hey, Eric. This is the OG right here. This is the guy who started it all. It's a red. He likes the mister. I mean, now I'm just kind of missing some of the males. Like, he looks over here is, I feel like, basically telling me he wants, because he's licking a dry stick. Like, his mister's working, and you can see where it's actually misted, like with the wet leaves. And he's there licking a dry stick. As he sees me misting everybody else, he starts to lick a dry stick. Like, these guys could be so freaking like passive aggressive, it cracks me up. Like, he's literally was licking a dry ass stick. He's like, yes, please mist me, mother. Some of them, like, I have several males that sleep right in front of, like, where the nozzle will be spraying at night. And they know it's what's going to happen. But then there's some that are forever terrified of the mister. So this guy is passively aggressively telling me that he wanted me to mist his enclosure by licking the driest stick ever. Yeah, I'm talking. Yo, pregnant Brittany, hey, but it's a good thing, because now look at us, we're all hanging out because of pregnant Brittany. Be like, you know what, I want a chameleon. So, thank you, pregnant Brittany, for being impulsive and hormonal. Hi there, Renee. Now he's looking he's like, I'm just lazy. I wanted the stick I was on to be wet. I didn't have to go walking around to get. Okay, let's check out yours, Gambino. I might have to mess with your mister. I mean, you get the. I don't think Gambino's is actually misting how it needs to be misting in here. I might have to switch out his misting nozzle. I mean, yeah, they all have the hard water buildup, but I don't think his is even, judging by the way the plant is in here, like the wetness of it. Look at here. No, I mean, like, I always, like, when I would see chameleons, I would want a chameleon, but it just definitely was, like, very much so fueled by the pregnancy. Like, actually, this is significantly helping with the view of with the males. Isn't his red so bright? RX, it was. There's Gambino. Drinking away. He's like, ah, yeah. He goes, thank you for the water, ma. It's like, you're welcome. You're just drinking off the random, like, broken branch part of your... Hi. If I craved, I mean... It really is. Like, I can actually... And I'm able to answer questions without having to... And that we're not... I mean, you know, there's some things like that where I'm sure it's a little annoying, but... Hi, Maui. Look at Maui's red. Hey, Maui. Oh, God, I need to put more. He is notorious for, like, getting his potting soil that I top out of there, and so I have to cover it up again. Oh, hey, Maui. That good old comet eater here. No, I didn't. The only thing I actually had an odd food aversion to was actually with Joseph. And I think it's because it was my body's way of telling me to hold the F up. Because I didn't know I was pregnant with Joseph, if you remember. I didn't know I was pregnant with him until I was 22 weeks pregnant. So I had this random out of nowhere aversion to coffee. But you gotta understand, with 2 young children, because Amelia was a year old and Jay was like 3 years old, I was consuming a lot of caffeine because, you know, I freaking needed it. I needed an extra boost per se because, well, you know, there was 2 young children. Anyways, but I think it was my body's way of being like, stop. Because I was drinking like at least 5 cups of coffee a day. So I just randomly was like, oh God, like it just, everything about it made me feel sick. And now looking back at it, you know, I also, one thing is I did get COVID when I was, before I knew I was pregnant, I did get COVID. So I was thinking it had something to do with COVID as well. But it was because my body was like, stop drinking so much caffeine. Yeah, I was 22 weeks pregnant. Well, I don't, you know, because the birth control when I was, even before I had my first child, the birth control I was taking at that point, like I didn't really have, you know, the good old monthly visit, and if I did, it was super duper light. So when I was a little over a year postpartum with Amelia, and I went back on it, so it was nothing to me to not have one of those monthly things. So I never had that, you know what I mean? Like I never had to miss. So I was taking birth control every day. I just was that, you know, good old whatever percentage that it's not effective. That was my case. So that's how I didn't know. I also was always, I never really had that many symptoms in general. Like I didn't have morning sickness with any of my pregnancies. I didn't have, the only thing I ever had was sciatic nerve pain, but I was so busy with the 2 children that I didn't notice all those like little changes I might have noticed before, like those little subtle changes. I was only 10 pounds heavier. So I was also contributing that to like, well, you know, being almost 30 years old at that point, and also Christmas and Christmas food and stuff, gatherings, just not being as active like outside as I normally was. So there's, you know, I was just didn't know until nothing. Water. Yeah, I was making chicken tacos one day, and I was at the stove and I was cooking, and all of a sudden I just felt a boop 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 and like in my belly. I was like, what was that? Like I felt like a big old kick inside my belly. I was like, huh. And then I seriously, because it's a thing, and I had it in between Jay and Amelia, I thought it was phantom baby kicks, because that's an actual thing, and I did have that before, and that's what it felt like. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever, you know, it's just that, whatever, because again, there's no way. And then like the next day I started lactating, and I was like, the fuck, you know. So then I was like, okay, and then I got one of those Google pregnancy tests, and how fast it turned positive. Oh, it was like boom, solid. double line. So I was like, oh, damn, man. Oh, yeah. I go eventually. My doctor didn't believe me. I was like, you don't. Okay, so then I started watching my belly after that. I was like, what? I'm like, hold up. And sure enough, like it was moving around. I was just so damn busy that I wasn't sitting still enough to notice anything. I was so nonstop, constantly cleaning, chameleon, whatever. And yeah, I just wasn't still enough to even notice that. But sure, and I even recorded my belly moving. And I was like, the hell. And so my doctor, she was just like, oh, Brady, you're just, when she took my HGC levels or whatever, she's like, you're at the beginning of your pregnancy. I'm like, no, I'm not at the beginning of my pregnancy. This is number 3. I know I'm not. She's like, she goes, Brittany, you get really large and you have really large babies. Like, you're still like, don't look pregnant at all. And anyways, but they were in an ultrasound, but they weren't able to that day. So I didn't even do an ultrasound for like 3 weeks or something. So when I finally go to that, she was like, looking at it, I'm like, so how far am I? She's like, there's a baby in there. I'm like, well, yeah. I'm like, she goes, you want to know the gender? And I was like, shut up. I'm that far. She's like, you're at least 22 weeks pregnant. And I was just like, you. So I was far along. That was like the shortest pregnancy ever. I was over 6 months pregnant. So, my two, they're about 10 pounds. My 2 first children. And Joey, he would have been 8 pounds had he not peed all over me as soon as they took him out, as soon as they cut, because I have to have C-section. So they're like, here's your baby. He's like, because he was 7 pounds and 15 ounces. He was at least 3 weeks early. We don't really know how early or for how long I was, because there's a certain point in your pregnancy that it's very hard to determine how far along you are. And I was at that point. But we knew I was at least 22 weeks. And also I fell like a few days before I was scheduled. No, I fell a few days before I was scheduled, and they schedule you early anyways for schedule C-sections, but they weren't too sure how far I was at that point. So, because once you're at a certain stage, it's very hard to tell how far you are. Now, he was a very healthy baby. No, nothing wrong. He was just a little smaller than the others. So I'm thinking he was maybe maybe a couple extra weeks not in the oven compared to the others. So, yeah. I think maybe it's something that runs on the woman's side, because my family on my mom, I had the biggest kids. Thank you for the flow site. Extremely professional. Thank you. But my mom's side, like my aunt, she had big babies too. Not as big as me, but she had big babies. Okay, let me make sure I got the things I need, because we calling it a... Alright, you all. Well, I'm going to go and head to bed. I'll be back on a little later, maybe. You know, depending on... I might go live when I'm outside with the kids and I'm building the enclosure. It's just obviously not have the camera on them. We'll see, because I am trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by my birthday, or like at the end of around my birthday. So it'd be cool. I don't know where we're at. We're getting close, so I'm trying my darndest. I know we're almost there. We're close to it. But I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the flower RX guy. And I'll see you all later. Have a good rest of your morning or night. See ya.